Hello everyone, so today I'd like to talk about why I defend other people's religion. Now, I'm Hindu, I follow the path of Sanatana Dharma, and you may ask, why would I defend a Christian or a Hindu person in their own belief? Why would I defend their faith to somebody who's attacking it, or somebody who simply thinks that it's the worst thing ever? Now, the reason I would do this is very complicated. In Sanatana Dharma, in Hinduism basically, we believe that there are many paths to God, but there is a secondary reason for why I do this. And it is that I care about people. I care about people, and I sincerely believe that every person can make any path work towards a positive goal, a positive unity that is in God. Any path, any religion, even something that could be said to be agnostic or atheist, you can work towards this grander unity of consciousness without using the same terminology somebody in any of the given religions might use, or somebody in another religion might use. Now, caring about people is very important for anybody in any religion, because that actually makes you more synchronized with people in other religions who feel the same way. There's a connection and closeness with those who feel that bridges should be made, should be traversed between one side and another. And when these bridges are traversed, for those of us who are compassionate and believe this, we believe that we can live in a more peaceful and harmonious state, and we can all believe what we want while respecting everyone else. Now, somebody who is very compassionate in any given religion, and somebody who is very violent or really hates the idea that any other religion believes this or that they could be right, may have less in common with a compassionate person in the same religion than a compassionate person in another religion. I think it was Paramahansa Yogananda once said that saints in multiple religions have more in common with each other than they do with the people in their religion. Now, we can think of people in a religion like blood cells. Blood cells, bone cells, skin cells, however you want to think of this. Now, these make up a religion, basically. Go ahead and use very rough drawing of a cross. But, okay, all the blood cells, every single individual kind of makes up the body of a religion. Basically, it's life. It's how it lives. Now, that you can believe that the truth of religion, of any given religion, the one you're a part of, especially, I imagine, is the best. Is the one greatest truth. And you can still believe that and be compassionate. But getting back to the point, you can believe that this is the path that you must follow. But without all of these blood cells making up the body of the religion is kind of like a human being who doesn't have cells. It's like, okay, the human being can exist, but it doesn't. There is space for the human being, there is a format for the human being, but it doesn't exist except through its cells. We don't exist except through our cells, obviously. Blood cells, nervous system cells, white blood cells, bone cells, skin cells, what have you. No religion exists except through those who make it up, who basically compose it, and it becomes a body directed based on the overall movements of everybody in that religion. Now, ultimate truth, there's still going to be ultimate truths, but religions are more of our conduit between us and the ultimate, us and God, us and that which is beyond this world, beyond the material. And without any electricity, any the souls of the people to feed through that conduit, there is no life in a religion. A religion is a useless framework without the people that are in it. And I think that, me personally, I think that you can reach God or however you refer to this unity beyond the material, that's more transcended than anything here that we experience in day-to-day life. However you choose to term that being, I think that that being, or maybe multiple beings, I think that we can reach transcended states through many paths, through many religions, and through many ideas about what the universe is, what the multiverse is, what dimensions are. And you don't necessarily have to call it God. You don't have to necessarily call it, even call it a religion. You can still have a conduit that feeds you to the rest of the universe, the rest of the multiverse, that you are attached to. Now, blood cells make up the body of a religion. But we can also say that material is kind of like the casing for the body. Not necessarily the skin, but maybe the space around the skin of the body. And this is one argument for religion, is that there is a canvas that is reality. There is a space in which to exist. There is a possibility for life, at the very least, that we have the privilege to fill, to experience, to choose our path in. And I would say that this doesn't necessarily prove that there's a God or a higher transcendent existence that has produced this possibility. But I would say that it becomes very likely that there is something that created this canvas. That it isn't pure randomness or possibility that has over time created this, because possibility would have to have been created by somebody, rolling the dice, I guess you could say. But over time, I think the closer we get to the scientific truths about the universe, different dimensions, about how this universe came to be, the Big Bang, about how life itself came to exist, I think we'll slowly start to see that there is a link to the very beginning, and the very beginning is basically where all of these spiritual paths lead, back to the one united source. Now, I would like to say that I've researched many religions, and I've had a lot of people tell me that this religion is evil, that religion is evil. Why do you defend these people? Why do you help anyone who believes this? And there's been slightly fewer people who have said, "Oh, I see the universality of everything that we are as human beings." But I never really lose heart, because to lose heart in one's desire for compassion and one's realization of the ultimate whole being composed of all of our little bits is to destroy one's peace in the grander whole. If I said, okay, every other religion besides Hinduism is terrible, don't believe it, here's why they're all bad, then I would be putting walls around what I believe, and it would not be able to expand. It would not be able to traverse bridges to other people. It would not be able to understand greater truths, even in Hinduism. My existence would be confined. So I would highly suggest you being open to all kinds of belief, all kinds of religion, all kinds of practice. And you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. You don't even have to. You don't have to be around it. Just be open to it and consider it. And that's what truly matters. Consider what other people believe. Examine it closely. Read about it. Study it. And be open-hearted to the beliefs of other human beings. And this will lead you to a greater understanding of yourself and your own tradition. But thank you very much for watching. My drawing was not great in this video, but I hope the meaning kind of got across to you. This has been a video about why I defend other people's religion, and it's because I care about people. And I think that you can make any path work if you practice it skillfully, if you pursue it skillfully, and work your way to this grander unity that we're all trying to work ourselves toward, that I call God. And please, whatever you do, just keep an open ear, keep an open heart, and do your best. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.